Gonzaga has time to do something. Sox for the
win! Welcome back to All Things College Basketball. Another great week of college ball. Yesterday was some insane games. Today I wanted to go through, and we're going to go through the best games of the week. There were a lot of really good games. We're going to go through some of the best games that I thought were the most entertaining of the week. And let's dive into those. Some of those were statement wins, some of those were rivalry wins, and some of those were just monster top 25 blowouts. So let's get straight to it. This is All Things College Ball. Starting off with number one, the classic Arizona versus San Diego State, the number one team in the country. 68-45 win.
10 on the shot clock. Deep three, Anthony DeLorso. Here come the Aztecs. 3 on 2. Elsie Harrington to the bucket, and it spins in San Diego State seesaws it. The kick out. Braden Burries. And the rebound there is Tobe Awaka again! He has been a month. The country got a scare early, trailing by as many as 8. They erupted in the second half, scoring 40. They hold San Diego.
Arizona played really good in the second half, really bad in the first half. San Diego State hung with them well in the first half. That second half, brutal. It was 27-20. San Diego State was up with like 2 minutes left in the first half. Anthony DeLorso comes in, just does what he's supposed to do, hits a couple shots, puts them up 28-27 to enter the half, and then Arizona from there ran away with it. It wasn't even a game, wasn't even close. But man, oh man, did they look good. They shot terrible from three, actually. 6 for 25 from three. But DeLorso was like 3 for 5 at halftime or something, or 2 for 4. He just had he really carried him into that second half and just gave him a great game. 68-45, Arizona continues to win by 20-plus points every game they play, no matter if they're ranked or not ranked. They look really good. They are the number one team in the country for a reason. San Diego State is having a down year too, which sucks. Houston and Arkansas, one of the games I was most looking forward to this week. You're talking about number 8 Houston versus number 14 Arkansas.
You got to reverse the ball. So if you play on one side of the court against them, they're going to kill you. That's for a giant Euro step. You know Arkansas is really good in transition, but they're going to have to score in the half court. They could take them over. Got Richmond back. He's got Martinez back.
Houston looked good. 94-85, Houston with the win. They were up at halftime. They outscored them in the second half as well. It was a great game overall. Flemings with 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Dude looked fantastic. Acuff for Arkansas, 27 and 7 assists. Dude played great. Arkansas is good. Arkansas is a top 15 team. Houston is a top 15 team. It was a battle of top 15s. Great game overall. Couldn't have asked for a better Never Forget Tribute Classic kind of style of game. It was great. And I'm looking forward to seeing what both these teams do once they get into conference play. Should be pretty good. I think Houston's probably in that solid 3rd spot in the Big 12 behind Arizona and Iowa State. And Arkansas, who knows, the SEC is just chaos. So could be anybody's game at this point. Michigan State with a bad showing, or should I say Oakland with a very, very, very good showing.
Michael Hogue, another new addition for Oakland. Cashing in there, a Detroit Scott that might have been deflected. Carr to the corner, Kurtang. Got it.
The things that Michigan State people, you got Fears leading the nation in assists, but their assists per field goal is one of the best, 70%.
Fun matchup between two teams that meet up on a yearly basis. It was back and forth.
Michigan State, number 9, up against Oakland. Michigan State wins 79-70. They were playing in Detroit's arena, the Pistons arena. Michigan State was only up 3 at halftime, and they ended up only outscoring them by 6 in the second half. It's one of those games, I feel like maybe a sleeper game. Michigan State came in, probably thought they were going to do pretty good. But you got to give the shout out to Oakland. Oakland shot 45% for 3, 10 for 22, 24 for 56 from the field, 43% on the game, 12 for 13 from the line. Oakland played a great game, almost a perfect game, and they almost came out with an upset over Michigan State. Michigan State shot 28 for 61, 46%. They shot 27% from 3, and they shot 74% from the line. That's 6 for 22 from 3 compared to Oakland's 10 for 22. Definitely hurt him a little bit. But overall, I would say Michigan kind of got through a game that was probably a little bit of a sleeper game and more of a one-off, and they got through it. They escaped with the win, and shout out to Oakland for putting up a really good fight. Kentucky versus St. John's. Jaden Quaintance, monster. Dude is a fantastic player. He might just save Kentucky's season all in all.
Looks momentarily. Very good at getting to the rim, too. That's in the three. That's what they've been working on. His shot outside. Oh, was inside a little bit. Almost watching the sides. Oh, another good play. Run it down. Here comes Hustle. Woo-hoo! Out of nowhere, almost. Nice drive up the bench. Nice. Pretty good defensive play, but it tumbers. 3 on 2. 4 on triple. Got it. Williams curled out of Tulane. He's going to try to get the meal money after this one. A quick walk by.
A monster win for Kentucky, and 78-66 win over number 22 St. John's. Kentucky was down 7 at halftime. They come out and they outscore them 53-34 in the second half. Kentucky looked great. They came out guns blazing. They came out like they wanted to actually win a game for once, which was refreshing to see. And I think we're about to see a Kentucky team make a really, really good run in the SEC come conference play. Kentucky shot 46% from the field, 25% from 3, 82% from the line, which is really good. St. John's, opposite of that, 33% from the field, 26% from 3, and 84% from the line. Absolutely great game. Jaden Quaintance come off the bench, gives him 17 minutes. He has 10 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 8 rebounds in 17 minutes. Dude was a monster. 5 for 7 from the field. I'm not going to be surprised if he's starting next week. I think Kentucky's going to jump back into the top 25 here pretty soon, and I think they might just move up those rankings in the season, top 15. Might have just saved Kentucky's season right there, getting Quaintance back. Now on to my favorite 2 games of the week. Maryland and number 23 Virginia.
Here's Coit, step back, kick out, 3, no good. And another offensive rebound for Maryland. Mills hits a 3. With his paint held up by Turkson, who falls down, and Grunwald misses a dunk. He got the ball back in his hands. Tillis leans in. Tillis flips it home.
They're stacking a couple plays together offensively.
Saunders shot ready. Drills it. Adams.
That's tough.
No foul on the play. Rebounded by Washington. Sets up Rice. Missed a 3. Now Thomas has Hall on the leak ahead. It's Hall. Who lays it up in? Here in the DMV. 80-72. A 24-point first.
Absolute bowerfest in that first half. I mean, it was like 14-11 with 6 minutes left in the first half. Horrible game in the first half. But it seemed like classic Virginia basketball for a minute there. But Virginia and Maryland, for some reason, decided to wake up, and in the second half, Virginia scores 56 and Maryland scores 53, and compared to the 24 and 19 in the first half. I mean, you're talking about 43 points in the first half combined, and then Maryland scores 53 in the second half, and Virginia scores 56 in the second half. So Virginia escapes with an 80-72 win. Overall, really good second half. Second half was fantastic. I was really bored in the first half. I mean, it was like 14-11. There were 13 turnovers and like 6 made baskets in that first half, and I was like, dude, this is rough. But game picks up a lot in the second half. Virginia and Maryland go at it. Great game. Both teams were just guns blazing in that second half. Hall from Virginia had 20 points, 6 assists, and 3 steals. And then Coit from Maryland had 15 points and 6 assists. Overall, a good game in the second half. Borefest in the first half, but that's college ball. And it was a great game overall. Really entertaining. I think Virginia's going to move up in the rankings quite a bit too. Now on to probably the best game of the night, maybe. One of the best games of the night. One of the top 2 games of the whole weekend for sure, or the whole week. Number 12 North Carolina versus Ohio State.
Kept alive. That hook will get. Nice soft touch. Stevenson. Dribble draws a double team. Takes the pass to the corner. He's not afraid. I mentioned he struggled early in the year. The other time, nice little use of control. That's his shot right there. And he goes. It's over. He's got horns look at a cross screen with the form foul back. That is tough. Extra pass. Good coverage. Mobley, deep ball. They lead. 3. And he's fouled. That's Mobley. Central trips in the lane. There's a goodness. Pick it up and slide it up for 2. Into Tilly. Tilly the handoff. Mobley to win. Dropped at the rim. And North Carolina survives the Buckeyes. What a block on Royals.
In the CBS Sports Classic. Absolute classic game. The name fits perfectly. 71-70 North Carolina. It was 34-31 at halftime, North Carolina. 39-37 in the second half for Ohio State. Ohio State has an and one three to put them up 70-69 or 67. To put them up 70-67. So he hits the free throw, puts him up 70-67 with like 30 seconds left. Then Trimble comes down the court, makes a weird play. Somehow he gets that bounce pass off to Vesar. Vesar dunks it. That puts him up 71-70 with like 3 seconds left. Overall, fantastic game. North Carolina hit the press perfectly. They pressed Ohio State when they tried to inbound the ball, and they almost ran out of time, so they threw the ball over half court. North Carolina got it. They come down. They drop a good play. Trimble gets it off, kind of slips, finds Vesar. Vesar dunks it. Ohio State comes down. They're a little short. They don't get there. He gets off a good 3. Ohio State gets off a good 3-point shot. He just doesn't hit it. Mobley Jr. was the one that had the and 1-3. Absolutely insane game by that kid. Well, not insane game. He shot terribly. He went 3 for 11. But kid played good. He hit big shots when it mattered most. And overall, great game by both teams. One of the best games I've seen all season. I thought Ohio State was going to sneak away with a win. They couldn't break the press. They turned it over. They allowed a bucket. And that turned into a 71-70 win for North Carolina. Caleb Wilson is an absolute beast. He is an insane freshman. He's going to be ACC Freshman of the Year. I have zero doubt in my mind. Kid ended with 20 points, 9 for 16 from the field, 15 rebounds. 15 rebounds for the kid. 2 double-doubles by those guys. 17 points for Vesar and 10 rebounds, and then Caleb Wilson had 20 points and 15 rebounds. Absolutely insane. Overall, great game by North Carolina. They held in there. They didn't give up after they were down. They fought back, and they won that game handily. Not handily, but they won that game in a good fashion, and North Carolina is looking good coming ACC play. Now on for what I would say is the best game of the week without a doubt. The Texas Tech Red Raiders versus the Duke Blue Devils.
Harris keeps it in bounds. Again, Gungba and Watts with the shot clock at 10. Darren Harris knocks down to 3.
Stops to be an elite team.
Toppin this time up and in with the right.
Because of his defensive versatility and really defensive brilliance.
A much-needed 3 there for Donovan Atwell and the Red Raiders. Boozer. Long strides into the paint and a chance for 3. After Texas Tech had gotten within 2. Anderson with a long 3. Left trying to back down Boozer. Easier said than done. Turn around. Anderson trying to drive it. And a foul is called on Foster with 3.4 to go. Makes it. One of 2. Tipped. Evans has it. And a timeout called with 1.9 to go. Here we go. Foster gets it in. Boozer puts it up. And Texas Tech wins it. The Red Raiders come up with one of the most remarkable victories for any program.
An 82-81 win for Texas Tech over Duke. Oh my goodness. Christian Anderson put that kid in the league. Kid was great. Played fantastic. He played all 40 minutes. Absolutely insane game. It was 46-36 at halftime. Duke was up 10. Everyone's going, game's over. Everyone's going that way. I even was like, okay, Duke's looking pretty good. They'll probably win by 12, 15. Come the second half, Texas Tech outscores them 46-35. I believe the score was 58-41 at one point. Duke was up 17 with like 16 minutes left in the second half. Then whatever happens, Christian Anderson comes to life, Watts comes to life, Toppin comes to life. All these guys start hitting their stride, hitting some shots. I mean, Anderson was just jacking them from three, pulling them from three, and oh my goodness, he hit every shot he shot. Dude went 9 for 14 and 5 for 9 from three. He had 27 points, 5 assists, 3 rebounds. Absolutely insane. Toppin with 19 and 10 did what they had to do. Watts with 20 and 6. Absolutely great game by Texas Tech. They shot 55% from the field, 32% from three, 65% from the line. Not perfect, but got the job done. Duke, on the other hand, Boozer played great. He went 7 for 11, 23 points, 9 for 14 from the line. They shot 52% from the field, 37% from three, and an abysmal 59% from the line. Rebounds, almost the exact same. 30 for Tech, 29 for Duke. I mean, you're talking about almost identical stats all the way across. That 17-point comeback might have just changed Texas Tech's seasons around. They went from being an 8-4 team, probably unranked, to now a 9-3 team, probably going to jump back up into the top 15. And insane game, great fight by Texas Tech. They didn't slow it down. They just kept pushing in, and they actually got the job done and won a huge resume builder against a definite top 3 team in the country. And if I'm on Duke's side, I'm getting back in the gym going, rough game, this is what happens. This is the kind of stuff you got to avoid when it comes to March. And I think this is going to be a good learning point for Duke. I still think Duke's a top 5 team, no doubt in my mind. And I think Texas Tech just proved that they're a top 15 team when they can put it all together. And I'm really excited to see where Tech ends up in the Big 12. I think Tech's probably in that top 4 discussion of the Big 12 right now. Might be a sneaky sleeper pick if they can keep up this kind of play. But that Iowa State, Houston, Arizona, and Texas Tech group right there in the Big 12 is going to be really fun to watch. And the ACC is going to be fun to watch. You got Duke and Louisville. It's going to be just a bloodbath. So overall, fantastic weekend of college basketball. One of the best of the, I say this every week, one of the best of the year. I think that Texas Tech Duke game is probably going to go down as the game of the year, only because of what it meant and just how insane it was. I mean, you're talking about one of the best games I've seen in a long time, especially comeback-wise. So shout out to Texas Tech for what they did. Shout out to all the teams that won this week. Overall, a fantastic game. Fantastic week of college ball. I think we really came down to the nitty-gritty on who's number one. Other teams did their thing this week, and I'm really looking forward to next week. Next week's supposed to be a great week as well. So shout out to all those guys that won those games. Huge weekend of college ball, and I'm really looking forward to it. And let's get on to conference play and have a great season ahead. This is All Things College Ball, All Things College Basketball. If you like the video, please feel free to like and subscribe. We're going to try to get these out every week for you guys. We're going to do a recap of the top 25 next week to see where we think teams are, and we'll rate them come March. But yeah, let us know what you guys think, and All Things College Ball. Let's have a great week.